Hey, it's Barry.
And Dave.
Here on the beautiful shores of the Intercoastal Waterway. Introducing you to our brand new channel called Hooked On Saltwater.
All right.
That's it. For the last almost 2 years, we've had Hooked On Headwaters. We've been specializing in the freshwater side of things, Headwaters Lake and the surrounding freshwater bodies of water out here. But I tell you, here where we're at, we're so blessed because we have great freshwater fishing, but the saltwater fishing opens up just tremendous opportunities. And we're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to be covering here on this new channel. So if this is your first time with us, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, follow what we're going to be doing, because we're going to be doing a lot of instructional stuff, lots of great content. And if you're one of the folks that have been following us on Hooked On Headwaters, go ahead and follow us over here as well. We know you're going to have an absolute blast. So Dave, let's go ahead and break down what it is we're going to be covering here on Hooked On Saltwater.
All right, so for Hooked On Saltwater, we're going to be covering fishing and navigating what we call the inshore and offshore waters. So for inshore, we're referring to the intercoastal, the Indian River, and basically we're in the Space Coast region, Indian River region. We're only about 60 minutes, about an hour east of the Orlando airport. So that gives you kind of a picture where we're at. So for inshore type of species, we're talking snook and tarpon and redfish and sea trout, my favorite.
Flounder.
Flounder.
And mangrove snapper.
Mangrove snapper and a whole bunch of other the species. It's going to be lots of fun. For offshore, we'll have the offshore reports. We will have some featured captains. They're going to give us weekly inshore and offshore reports. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm looking so forward to this.
Yeah, absolutely. Sebastian Inlet's going to be included.
That's right.
It's going to include surf fishing. So if you're somebody who just wants to grab a big rod and some weights and some baits and walk down into the ocean and cast a line and bring in some fish, we're going to be bringing you that as well. Probably do a little shark fishing. We've got
tons of content to cover. And again, for those of you who might be new to the channel, we're about enhancing your fishing experience. We're going to provide you information to make your fishing day a better day. And when we are family friendly, so we're hoping that you and your family would just have an awesome, great time in our area of the country.
That's right.
When it comes to fishing.
So the other big thing is we have a bait shop that we're going to be checking in with here. We're going to be doing our reports from great folks. Really good business folks. They've been around a long time in this area. So they've opened up a bait shop that's just almost across the street. So we're going to go ahead and check in with them and go ahead and give you a tour of the place. So you get familiar with the owners, get familiar with the shop, and get familiar with the way we're going to be doing this show. So with that, we will see you at Bucktail Bait Shop. See you in a few. Bye. Hey, it's Barry.
And Dave.
And Jake.
Right on. We are over here at Bucktail Bait and Tackle on US 1. We are about, what do we figure? A 1 ounce sinker cast from Christianson Landing, a 2 ounce sinker cast from Jorgensen.
That's right.
Squeeze right in between the two of them. This needs to be your place to stop for all your bait and tackle needs. Whether you're fishing inshore, offshore, surf fishing, it doesn't matter. These guys have all the equipment, all the rods, reels, lines, baits, and live baits you could possibly need to have a great day on the water. So as we carry on with these videos, you're going to see more and more why this is a great place to come into. Super friendly folks.
That's where I was going to go. This is a family-friendly place.
Family-oriented.
There are several bait shops, tackle shops along this stretch of US 1. Here, you don't have to be a charter boat captain, a pro. It doesn't matter if you fish for 50 years or 5 days. These people treat you with respect. They're super friendly. Advice is freely given. This is the place to come, folks. They will treat you like gold here.
Without question. So, Dave, what are you going to do right now?
I'm going to the camera.
Right on. And I'm going to have a conversation with Jake.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. So, Jake.
Yes, sir.
When did you guys open up? What why a bait shop when there's already bait shops around? Kind of give us the history of how you guys got started.
Well, we're going on almost 3 years come November, and this family's been big into fishing, and we've always fished. We're native Floridians, native to Brevard County.
Right on.
So we've been doing this quite a while, and we just thought it'd be fun, you know, something new. So it's nice to help out other people and give them advice on how to fish. I greatly enjoy that because I want people to come back and say, hey, I caught a great fish there. Look at this picture. We have a nice board where you can tack your picture on the wall with your fish and come join the Bucktail family, you know. We've got everything you need.
Yeah, that's so much fun when you can give advice to somebody. They take it, they go, they see success, and then they come back so fired up. You know,
Yep.
hey, you know where they're coming back to. They're coming back to you.
I want to get this. What do I need for this fish?
Yep.
You know, then we get into targeting species, and yes.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing. And folks, let's just do a quick comparison, right? And this applies to most bait and tackle shops. This one more so in particular because you guys are, you know, locals, been locals, just as I have, you know, been here all my life. So you're very familiar with the waters and everything that's going on.
Yes, sir.
You come into a shop like this, you're going to get personal advice. These guys are going to take the time to share with you how to go out there and target the species that you're after, what kind of baits you need, what's happening this week. Not, well, here's a bait that works sometimes. If you go to the big box stores, and I'm not going to mention any names, but if you walk in there, those guys are just, they're not happy with their job. I'm gonna tell you, I've run into plenty of them that are like, yeah, whatever, it's over on aisle 6. You know, you don't get that personal one-on-one attention that you deserve, and it's actually gonna help you go out and catch fish. So big plus in coming to a local bait shop with guys like Jake and Bill over there and Karen who's out taking care of some business now. You know, you're going to get that one-on-one attention that matters. So let's just cover real quick when it comes to fishing, who do you cater to, but you cover pretty much everything?
Everything, everybody. If you're just starting off, we got plenty of gear for you here. We can get you set up and on the water in less than 20-30 minutes if you like. And then we got some gear for the avid angler, you know, up to custom rods. We do custom rods here, rod and reel repairs. So it's all done in-house, and so we cater to everybody.
Right on. So if I want to go surf fishing, you got me covered?
I got you covered. Been doing that a long. That's one of my favorite fishing, just because you get to relax, and one of my hands-down favorite type of fishing.
Cool.
Right there.
Intercoastal, I want to go for trout, redfish, snook, tarpon, whatever, flounder, doesn't matter. You got me covered?
Got you covered. Got your weights, got your rods, got your reels, what you need. We're here for you.
Got my bait?
Got your bait.
Right on.
Well, it depends on if our bait catchers bring us that bait, but we try our best.
As a matter of, usually you have though.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great,
we have
fantastic.
Shrimp 99% of the time, so yeah.
Okay, and if I'm an offshore guy?
Offshore,
got
we got
covered?
plenty of frozen goodies as well as croakers, pinfish. We got your terminal tackle. We got reels. We spool lines.
All right, that's awesome. So everything is covered no matter what style of fish you're doing. So Jake, go ahead and give us just kind of a rundown of what all's in the shop there. I know we kind of gave some generalities, but just kind of, you know, give us a zip around there.
Well, what we got going on over here, we're going to start off with all the rods and reels, the combos we got going on. We got a good selection of used gear as long as new gear, and custom rods on the wall in the back as well. We will spool your line for you, bring us a reel, we'll get it taken care of. We got various colors and types of braid. Then we got some more lures. We got most of our top water lures and bucktails. We're working on getting some local bucktail makers to get us some local goods. So if you're a bucktail maker, come by and talk to us, because we'd like to put your product in our shop. Then going down the line, we got our freezers for all your offshore baits and goodies. We got things from ballyhoo to thread fins to basic shrimp and squid and chum, plus lots more. Then we're going to go to our offshore section. We got all your little stubbies, the trolling mahi skirts and downriggers, planers. Also, we got some deep drop gear coming in because of the new trend on deep dropping. Then we're going to go to our wide variety of hook selection. We got tons of owner hooks, circle, J, anything you can think of almost is over there, as well as Seaworks. So we like to support our local company. Seaworks is a company right out of Titusville, and
nice.
We like to work with them to provide terminal tackle as well as fluorocarbon and monofilament lines. Then we got our jig heads in our soft plastic section, working our way over to our weights in our bait room, which that you will see and hear shortly.
Right on. And then we've got the bait tanks, which we're going to also look at here in just a minute.
Yep.
Right on.
Also, we got our shirts. We got performance tees and long sleeves for those avid anglers that like a nice cool shirt. These things are nice and almost 100% breathe through. I love them. And if you're a guy with hairy chest like me, they don't snag and they don't pull your chest hairs. So it's great.
And a quick PSA on that, I am going to interrupt you on this, folks. It is vitally important that you do come in. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter where you get them, but get them down here. They got great prices, great selection, cool shirts, but make sure you're covered up there out in the sun. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of time at a dermatologist. I was born and raised here, grew up surfing, fishing my whole life, and I'm paying for it now. So make sure you're covering over sunscreen, and definitely performance shirts and hats without question when you're on that water. Cover up. I know it's, you know, you're like, I'm out to get a tan.
Hey, you gotta stay safe, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to get whacked and taking chunks off your back. It's no fun.
That's
you
right.
Can't go fishing and be out there. So be good. Wear your sunscreen and wear your gear appropriately.
Absolutely. Had to throw it in there, folks, because it's super important. I got to go. Matter of fact, agreed it. I got to go in, boop, get a little drill job done. So anyway, moving on.
Well, as soon as you walk in the door, you'll see our reel cases. We have a large selection of reels, Penn, Shimano, Daiwa, and a few things in between. So you'll see that right off the bat as you walk in the shop.
Nice. All right, cool. We're going to cut it there and move on over to the bait tanks.
Let's go to the bait room. Welcome back, y'all. We're here in the bait room. Right here you see we got our live shrimp today. Nice and good. I'd say they're averaging large to medium right now, but we are going into that summertime lull when they will be getting smaller. Don't be surprised if you see smaller shrimp at your bait shops coming up June, July. They're really hard to get come July 4th, and after that they go out to deep waters because of the heat, so bear with us through the end of the month of July with the shrimp. But things have been a little off, so we'll see what happens. And right over here we got croakers. We get these things got right out of the port, or even Sebastian. These guys are great bait for snook. You go offshore for grouper, yellow edge. They're great bait and they make lots of noise. Tilefish love these things also. They send good vibrations when they're when they're out deep. They do that croaking noise and attract all sorts of fish. Then over here we got our pinfish. We got a little mix of pin and pig fish. Can't really see them. I'll grab a couple for you, but they're good size right now. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. Nice big baits for big fish. And I'll grab one croaker for y'all if you guys don't know what a croaker is. These are your croakers. Great baits. Also, giant redfish will absolutely never turn one of these things down. If you want to hook into a giant redfish, highly recommend these right here. And that's all the bait we got here today at Bucktails, but check with us, follow us on Facebook. I try to do an update daily bait list as well. So that's just Bucktail Bait and Tackle on Facebook.
All right, folks, over here with Jake at one of my favorite parts of the whole store, and that would be the custom rod rack. So just give us a brief overview of, you know, what's the deal back here?
Well, we make all sorts of rods, from trolling rods to your typical inshore rod for trout and whatnot, but we do real rod repair here as well. But basically custom rod, something for yourself to customize and get something feeling right in your hands.
Yeah, so next week we're going to go ahead and go more in depth on that as far as the whole build process and what's important about that. But just know that if you're looking for that custom rod, come on in, make sure you stop in, check out the rack back here. Beautiful rods for sure, quality, absolutely going to stand up to everything you can put them through. So, all right, folks, we're going to go ahead and do a quick report on what's going on out on the water. Jake, it has been kind of windy here. Well, it's been windy since last year. But
I can't remember when it wasn't windy, really.
Crazy.
But, yeah.
But so that being said, what's going on out there on the water? Because the fish are still there.
Well, right now, inshore, the mangrove snapper bite is really starting to turn on.
Awesome.
Come June, it's going to be all hands on deck. Make sure to bring extra shrimp with you, because you have to get through those bait stealers and those little mangroves to get you a good mangrove. But I like a good mangrove fight because they pull hard. You think you have a snook at first, but no, it's just a fish this big. But definitely recommend getting extra shrimp right now. And yeah.
We were talking earlier though, what you just got on a nice mangrove.
Yes, sir. I caught a nice almost 5-pounder the other night right up in the Sebastian River. Been a real good hot spot for them lately. Lots of oyster beds up there and structure to fish around, but definitely a hot spot for mangrove snapper right now.
Nice. We get any reports from the beach?
Off the beach right now, not so much, but I know off in the ocean, the mahi are really starting to show up close. And once again, come mid-June, they'll be in 60-foot water. You can catch them without even have to run so far offshore. And we got all that tackle here that you need for your mahi.
Nice, nice. Yeah, our intel is saying whiting are doing really well out there on the beach. Pompano are slowing down. They're pretty much going to be done for the season.
More of a winter time.
Whiting are really starting to kick in, and some sizes, good sizes on them too. So if you just want to get some good table fare, those whiting are really good eating fish.
Yes,
for whiting, you would recommend, well, are the sand
clams?
Clams,
hands down, clams. You know, if you fresh clams or frozen. And then again, fish bites work great, great as well too. So if you're just trying to go out there and have a good time, not worried about rebaiting your hook time after time, fish bites.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, good report. Cool, yeah, and we're going to continue to bring you reports every week, folks. More and more in depth as we move along, as the seasons are starting to come in. Like I said, the snapper bites kicking in, dolphins are starting to move in, so we're going to be really keying in on those really good fish. I mean, the ones that are really biting well, and give you just a general overview.
We got red snapper season coming up here shortly too. So American red snapper is coming up. So look forward to that. Come see us for all your bait and anything you need.
Right on. Cool. All right, Dave, time to come back. You can join the show again.
Hey,
come out from behind the camera. Welcome back, buddy. All right, folks, this has been a great video. We hope y'all enjoy it. Definitely Bucktail, the place to be for all your fishing needs without question. It's so convenient. Why go? I mean, just whip in, get yourself, hit the ramp right there. You're good to go. You're in, you're out.
The river, the islands.
Man. And they've
got guys and gals, if you think of a topic or a conversation you want to have about saltwater fishing, comment it below. We'll consider that in the future episodes.
Shoot us your questions, and we'll be happy to help you out.
We've got the experts right here. They will be here.
Here at the shop
over there.
Here at the shop.
Absolutely. All right.
We also plan on having some kayak reports that will probably come from yours truly.
Absolutely.
It'll be all good.
Right on.
Looking forward to it.
All right, folks. We'll see you in the next episode.
All right.
Have a good one.
God bless everyone.
Have a good day.
Take care.